Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh on New Year's Eve 2023 with FLOSSTUBE number 206. Welcome back to my YouTube channel about counted cross stitch. I am here, I'm back. It's been quite a busy week. I went over to Taranaki on Tuesday afternoon and started a sort of 4 or 3.5 days of visiting lots of people, whole bunch of cousins, couple of aunts and uncles, a few friends, including a couple of including a couple of stitches. So Jodie and Alison, always lovely to meet both of you. I had coffee with Jodie on Thursday, I think it was, and I had a drink with Alison, and it was so nice to meet some fellow stitchers and have a little break from family. But that can be a lot. And yeah, I talked a lot, so yeah, forgive me for but anyway, it was really fun anyway. I got back to Wellington or Upper Hutt on Friday at midnight. On the way home I stopped off in Palmerston North and had dinner with an old friend who lives there. And yeah, it was a really good time away. But yesterday, I guess I probably got to sleep around 1 a.m. I was so tired yesterday. I did go to a friend had me around for a really simple dinner, but I had not been able to catch up with her before Christmas, so that was really nice. And what else? I'm heading off this afternoon to stay with Judith and Mark for some stitching and New Year's Eve and dinner and stay the night. So I'll be finishing XJu tonight. She's ready for beading, and I'm probably gonna have a start. So I'm like, I want to get my whips down, and I've got a couple of starts planned because I make rules and break them immediately. But yeah, it's all been about family and visiting friends. I decided as I was packing, don't take stitching, Leigh. You are not going to get any stitching done. And certainly there was very little opportunity for stitching, not to mention it was hot and humid, and then it was raining and humid. So probably let's say I had 5 hours the whole week to myself, and I just retired to my room and read books. I've got plenty to read if I get stuck somewhere without anything else. Gave Dad a call on the way back as I left my uncle's in Inglewood, and had a wee chat with him. He was pretty good. He'd had some vertigo, so probably just before Christmas he said he came down with vertigo and it's sort of only come right on getting better on Wednesday. So it's just something he gets, periodic vertigo. So he'd stayed pretty close to home, like literally using the walls to keep himself steady. He says he didn't have a fall, so hopefully he wasn't just telling me that. But yeah, other than that, it's all just been family, friends, and not a lot of stitching. But I did get a little bit done before I went away, and I did some yesterday. So I do have a couple of things to show you and a couple of starts planned. But this is probably going to be quite a short video for me, even for me. But of course I will be, on New Year's Day, I'm going to be recording and publishing my finish parade for 2023. I've already done all the paperwork per se on the computer. This morning I've ironed everything in order that I want to show you, and I just have to gather up some of the things that are fully finished, and then I have some photos for things that I fully finished but have given away. So I should be able to get that recorded once I get home tomorrow, whenever I get home tomorrow, and then edited and up by the afternoon. And then at this stage, because I'm only going out Tuesday evening, I'm going to a friend's for dinner Tuesday evening, I'll probably do a whip parade on Tuesday. So yeah, you'll get plenty of stuff from me this week basically. I haven't bought anything new, haven't even looked. I have just been really busy with, you know, with people, and I kind of am not really in a rush to spend money. And nothing's arrived in the mail. So really I just have a couple of things to show you. Let's get on with the stitching. First up, I did a little bit more work on Prairie Moon. I had this out to show you last week, and I wasn't sure if I'd done 5 days or not. Turns out I had done 5 days, but that's fine. So, but I wanted to do a little bit more. This is on 36 count grandpa's sleeve by XJu Designs, with Victorian motto, Scrumptious Red, and the black from SILKS4U PR070. And this is where I'm at. So basically these two pieces are new, and I think I'd mentioned because there's like the same over here, I thought I might just get on, do 2 of them and then have a break, and then next time I pick it up I can work in the center piece, and then, you know, time after that. So I don't have to do 4 things the same all in a row, but I don't really care anyway. So yeah, that didn't take me too long. That was just another evening on Sunday to get that in. So that was nice to get a little bit more progress on that. Then I felt like another little project to work on. So I had even mentioned when I said, oh, I might not start too much, but it doesn't count if I do a start and a finish. And I mentioned I had a mermaid kitted up. So the Lovely Mermaid by, can I read that backwards? Stitchy Princess. And I had her kitted up a little while ago, and I did a little mini kitty up kind of session. I stitched her on 28 count Opal casual linen from Picture This Plus using my own over-dyed cotton conversion. I modified the chart, and she was a start and finish on Christmas Day. I had a really quiet Christmas at home, and I just felt like stitching her. So pretty much just picked her up and stitched her. So a few modifications for her. So all of the colors, I probably should start with what is charted. All that is charted is the coral colors. So the coral in the shell and the coral in her bustier, her bikini top, are called for. Everything else I changed. So I used a couple of overdyes in her tail and hair, and that the skin was quite a greeny color, so I changed the skin to something still kind of a greenish beigey color. And then I think this was meant to be like 501, I changed it for 500 or something like that. And then with the chart, these little jellyfish I pulled in, so they were kind of originally quite far out, and I just pulled them in so that it's a little bit tighter design. Of course, I added a pearl where went around my old box of beads, and I had a nice big pearl to put in there for the shell, and I did add some sparkle. It's probably a little hard to see on the screen, but there's sparkle in everything that is this light color. So the jellyfish have just like a white shiny acrylic, and in her little flowers in her hair, those little chevrons on her tail, and in the little bubble. So anywhere this color is, there's some sparkle in there as well. So yeah, just took the chart and fiddled with it, and I'm really happy with her. I'll give you a little bit more space. So that's the last of my kitted up mermaids, and I'm really happy with it. I'm kind of like, oh, I could do something on that tiny little scrap up there. So I've got a few to trim. Once I've done my finish parade, I will probably trim a few of my fabrics that I have extra, but I need to write little tags to staple on before I cut them off, because I will forget what they are. So yeah, she was a start and finish on Christmas Day, and I really, really like her, and I'm really happy with the modifications that I did. And then when I got home, so yesterday, because I felt weird, I felt just tired, and like I felt hungover even though I hadn't had any alcohol. Just you know, not enough sleep and a lot of exhaustion from engaging with lots of people. I sort of just had a bit of a sleep in, read a book, but did a bit of housework, like laundry and stuff, and then decided to pick up something that I hadn't touched for a little while. So I picked up The Long Way Home from Tempting Tangles Designs, which I am stitching on 36 count Arctic sampler by Seraphim Fabrics, and I'm using my own silk conversion. This was a start back in February and I hadn't stitched on it for a little while, and here we are. I just did a bunch of these motifs, so kind of like that one, these one, all of these ones up here, and that little one down here, and there's a little heart, and then I finished the I had to stitch from long and up, so I finished the phrase, so I stitched let's take the long, they're in there as well. And this little gap, there's a building, but there are some buildings up here, so I thought I'll just leave that building till I'm stitching buildings. There's one more motif that has a lot of the same greeny colour in it, but it has a lot of black as well. So the one up here has a lot of that greeny colour and the black, but it's predominantly black, and then down here is like one of the lighter ones. So I've kind of got most of the Quaker motifs in that are predominantly green, the greeny colour, and then yeah, the houses up here, I could just show you the bloody chart, couldn't I? Yeah, so I've kind of got, as I start these ones, I'll finish the little one down, a couple of little, well, two aren't there? I don't know what I'm doing. The two houses that are here and this bunch up here, and then yeah, that one I've got to stitch. Yeah, so I actually don't have that much to do. Probably what? Let's call it 20%, or maybe 20, no, maybe 20%, maybe 15%. It's probably only 2 more stitchy sessions unless I get carried away. The houses take a little bit longer because there's quite a lot of colour changes. But yeah, again, I've said it a million times. I love my muted, sort of dirty toned colour choices, and I'm really thrilled with how it has come out. So those, yeah, so I stitched on that yesterday afternoon or yesterday evening, I don't know, like 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock or something. Picked that up and stitched on that for a few hours, and then I did a little bit this morning, just finished off the phrase this morning and a couple more of the little motifs while I watched, finished watching series 3 of Sanditon. So I started that yesterday. So basically I stitched on that while I watched Sanditon season 3. So that's 6 episodes. What's that, 6 hours worth of stitching to do all that. So if you've watched Sanditon, if you haven't seen series 3, like finally is all I can say, is finally. Poor Charlotte, she had a rough time of it. But yeah, it's good to have, I do like how the British know when to stop. Like they can do a show like for 2 seasons or 3 seasons, go, we're done, we've told a story. I don't try and milk it out for like 15 seasons and you kind of get over it, especially when I'm a completist and I struggle to not finish something even when I hate it. Like, you know, ER went on for too long, and other series that just go for too long, but some of us can't stop because we have a little bit of OCD. So that was my stitching. So I thought, even though I'd said last week I wasn't going to do any stars, I lied. No, I didn't lie. As I was doing getting stuff ready for my parade, I remembered there was, you know, opportunities to, I don't know, do a quick little start. So you'll see this in my finished parade tomorrow, but this year, I think I started it when I was down in Dunedin for the Stitchy retreat in, I don't know when that was that May or April or May? I started the companion to this, the Count the Cups, and I remembered, I mean, I have it all kitted up, so I was like, well, I should just do Count the Saucers. So I'm going to start this today. I'm going to do this to finish GG, but it won't take me that long because all I've got to do is beads. This is on 32 count, so it's a nice one to start, to have something little out in the wild, and I probably could finish it at the next Stitchy gathering at the end of January in Wellington. So similar to the Count the Cups, I've just got the same materials. So this is from Amanda May McNaughton, or Arctic Design, on, I can't remember where, what's it called, Gumroad or something? I can't remember. I have 32 count vintage country mocha, just a wee piece now, with a Victorian motto in very prim red Victorian motto. So it's exactly the same that I used for Count the Cup. So I decided that I might start this when I'm at Judith's, because why not? So I'm going to have another whip. Yeah, so that's going to get started, and that will be a pretty quick one to finish, though. I expect to finish it this month, because I've kind of running a bit low on 32 count projects to take with me when I'm stitching in the wild. I don't like to take my 40 counts because I just stitch in hand, and I don't want to take it light with me. So I like 32 count when I'm in the wild. And then I mentioned this a few videos ago and then forgot I was going to start it. So I might start this tomorrow. I might have a New Year's start after all, because again, I don't have a Fractor bird on the go at the moment. And yeah, I want to start Frederica. So she's the companion to Frederick. So I stitched Frederick a while ago. I will be giving these charts away in the future. Once I've finished Frederica, then I'll give them away as a pair because they need to be together. But so, you know, keep watching. But there is a bit of stitching in Frederica. So I'm going to start her. It's funny how the photography on this is so, like, they are stitched on the same fabric, but this photo is so much yellower. But anyway, I have the same fabrics, which I have a stitch card somewhere. Same, everything's this, well, it's all the called for DMC, and I'm stitching it with the same fabric I stitched Frederick on, and it's 40 count Drifting Sands from Country Stitch. So, and I'm pretty sure I stitched Frederick on the proper side. So and the DMCs are all just these beautiful autumnal colors, and most of this I kitted up from Stash. So I had all these older colors, either someone had given them to me, or I had bought too many, so I didn't actually have to go and buy too many. But yeah, all the colors in there, and I'm really looking forward to getting her started, especially since, you know, she has pomegranates. Yay! So that will be, I decided I'll start her tomorrow, but I'll wait till I get home and I'll start her in the afternoon once I'm home from being away. So probably after leaving Judith's tomorrow, I'll probably head in to catch up with my friends in Brooklyn and wish them a happy New Year. And as long as the weather's okay, go down to the ocean. I like to dip my feet in the ocean on New Year's Day if I can. So just like a, you know, I don't know, an energetic cleansing or what have you. Just like start the new year fresh, and it's too cold to go swimming, but I'll probably do that and then head back in the afternoon. I can start Frederica. So I'm quite excited about that, to have her on the go. And she will take a little while because she is a Fractor, but I'll just start on the border like I did with Frederick, and it'll be a little while before you see her showing her face. But the colour palette's similar, but it's not identical to Frederick. There's probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4 slightly different colours, but the majority of it's the same. So yeah, I do have 2 new starts. So one of them I plan to finish in Jan, and one of them will take a little while. But I'm really kind of thrilled to get a couple more things started because, oh well, 25 whips, 27 whips, it's pretty similar. Oh, got a message, what's that? No idea. I think that's it. Gosh, like, here we go. See you 2023. As I said the other week, it kind of sucked a little bit, but thankfully I've had plenty of fun things as well, but you know, it's been a little bit hard work. I've got one more week off work, so yeah, tomorrow finish parade, Tuesday or the 2nd I'll do my whip parade, and at the stage I'll be back next Sunday on the 7th with a regular FLOSSTUBE, and I will be at home most of the week, so all going well, I should have a few things to show you, which will be really nice. So yeah, in the meantime, Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you get to see the new year in safely, and I look forward to a full year of stitching and a couple of retreats, and catching up with a few of you as opportunity arises. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I should have had a drink, but it is only just gone midday. It's probably, even for me, a bit early. Cheers to 2024, and I'll see you next week. As always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.